channel. I am Adibanjo Faith Adiola, a mom all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. I film about faith, parenting, and lifestyle. So if you're interested in content like this, please you might want to consider subscribing and also hit the notification bell in order to be notified whenever a new video comes up. In my last video, we talked about what Montessori is, the history of Montessori as it applies to applying it even in the home. Now today we'll be talking about the benefits of Montessori. I mean, you might want to know the reason why you should incorporate Montessori principles in your family, in your children, right at home. Now the first thing you observe in a Montessori environment is the environment. It is obviously different from the setting of a traditional schooling method or even a normal home arrangement or environment. Of course, what you see is the way the toys are arranged and how everything that has to do with the child is brought to the level of the child. When you enter the kitchen, you see a child, the corner where the child's utensils are and all of that. The playroom or the living room, you'll see a child-sized chair, table, and a shelf, an open shelf nicely displaying the toys that the child would work with at every point in time. Now this same applies to the bedroom and even the bathroom where the child might be using or the children would use, as the case may be. This is one major advantage of the Montessori method. Unlike the general belief that children are generally very disorganized and scattered, a calm environment actually calls to the inner sense of order of a child, and that it helps them to also respect the environment and know that everything should be in their place. Of course, we would all want our children to be able to know, okay, this is where this should be. I think I will take it and put it there. And this is one major advantage of Montessori. Another advantage of Montessori is that the child learns to be independent over time. Of course, like I said in my last video, the popular saying from the child should be, help me to help myself. Now, if we actually help our children to help themselves rather than help them do things, over time they grow to be independent and they do not have to wait for us to do the regular, the daily things or daily routine they have to do, like putting on their shoes, tying their shoelaces, putting on their dresses, or even playing independently. Of course, you know that children always like attention and they want us to be almost everywhere they are when they are children, of course, before they get into the adolescence or teenage years. But incorporating the Montessori principle in your child, especially at home, helps them over time to build a sense of independence. Another point is that the child learns at his or her own pace. Unlike in the traditional schooling method, or even the way we raise children generally, where we expect every child to learn the same thing at the same time, or expect them that, oh, at this age you should be doing this, at so number of months you should already be clapping, or you should already sprout a tooth. And of course, since the ability or capacity of each child differs, then you do not expect that the child should learn at the pace of another, or every child should learn at the same, should do the same activities at the same time, learn the same thing, so the child learns at his or her own pace. Another advantage of Montessori is that it provides hands-on learning. Now let's come back to we adults. Even as you are right now, if you are being taught something new, which would you learn faster? Is it when that thing is brought to your face and you can touch it, you can see the parts, you can see everything that is being explained to you? Or when it is just drawn on a chalkboard or on a whiteboard, or it is just explained to you verbally, okay, this is how this thing works. I think we would all understand better when we see whatever it is that we are being taught. And so it is with the child. It is not any different. The child would definitely learn faster when they see the activity they are being taught. When you say this is an apple, you do not just they do not just see the picture of an apple and they are imagining, okay, this is just what apple looks like. They are actually seeing it physically. Also, other toys, this is a triangle, they are holding the triangle, they know how it feels, they know where it fits into, and they know that this is not a triangle because it does not fit into this space. So the Montessori setting actually provides hands-on materials. In another video, I'll be talking broadly about the Montessori materials and what makes Montessori as regards the materials. Also, Montessori enhances social interaction. Now, if you walk into a typical Montessori classroom, you do not see all the children clustered in one place or seated in one place learning everything at the same time. You will see children seated in a group of 2, 3, 4 working on one activity, and each child could even be of different age range. Maybe the difference could be 2 or 3 years maximum. Now, what this helps the child to do is that they do not just, of course, there are times when they work on their own, but they also learn to work with other people, other children or with children of a different age, although they are in the same age bracket still at the same time. So it enhances social interaction. The younger children learn from the older ones, and then the older one also teaches the younger ones, and this enhances learning on both ends. Now, bringing it back to the home setting, if you have more than 2 children, let's say 2, 3 children, or even 4 at the same time, of course they all would not be in the same age bracket, except you have quadruplets or triplets, as the case may be. Now, it's also of benefit to you to most times or sometimes allow them to play or work with an activity together, because the older child assists the younger child and is learning by teaching, and then the younger child also learns from the older ones. Now, a very important aspect of Montessori, which is a huge benefit, is the practical life activities. Now, children generally are not allowed to do some activities because it is believed that they would spoil or scatter or destroy the work the adult is trying to do. For example, when you have a little baby or a toddler trying to, let's say, sweep, for example, you might quickly ask the child to drop that broom or to just go and play, so that I'll quickly finish what I'm doing in the house. But I think it is actually very important to allow the child engage in practical life activities, simply by just providing the child-size tools. For example, a spray bottle and a cloth. So if you're cleaning the window and the child shows interest in also cleaning the window or the glass, you also hand over a child-size spray bottle and a cloth, and they join you to clean. Now, what this does is that it makes chores generally fun to the child. Of course, work is play and play is work to them. So it makes doing the household chores fun to them, and they at that point when they are showing interest in doing that particular work, it is not so good for you to just kill that zeal, kill that enthusiasm at that point. It is best that you just allow the child to carry it out. Now, I know another concern we will have is that they would slow us down, or they would get it even more, they'll get that activity dirty or whatever it is. But let us not think about the end result of the activity you'll be giving to them, or the work chore you'll be giving to them. Let's consider more, let's look more at the process that they are going through. They are actually learning. They are feeling, for example, maybe washing their socks. If you're washing your clothes and you're not using a washing machine, you could also give them maybe a pair of socks to just sit and watch. Of course, you look and watch over what they're doing, but I mean, the worst that could happen is that they would spill the water around, and of course, where you'll be washing is definitely a place where water could spill, and then they'll get themselves soaked, and it does not take anything to just change the clothes. Okay, so a Montessori home setting allows these children, and even the classroom setting allows these children to engage in practical life activities, which on the long run, of course, we all know that these practical life activities would help them to be independent. Back to this point of independence, so it will help them to be independent as they grow up. They would learn to do things for themselves. So we've come to the end of today's video. If you like the content you just received today, I'll encourage you to hit the like button and then share to those you think would benefit from this video, and of course drop a comment, leave a comment below. And I would like to hear from you if you've had experiences of your children showing an interest in practical life activity. How do you react to them? I would like to know in the comment section below. Also, if you have any observation or suggestion, whatever it is, please drop me a comment in the section below. And then if you haven't already, please do subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time a new video comes up. So for now, I post videos every Sunday. Thank you very much for staying to the end of this video. See you in my next video. Bye.